Hello everybody, how's it going? Today's screencast, I want to show you how to look up some common boards and other material prices online, specifically using Home Depot's website. So we did our video tour of Home Depot the other day, and right here I'm just going to type in Home Depot's website so we can just pull that up. Okay, we're going to their homepage, Home Depot. All right, that'll come up over here. We'll keep that up here. We have their search engine here. All right. So I want to use an example for a project. All right. This is Anna White's website. She's a woodworker. She's got lots of great projects on her website, lots of advertisements too. But this is a small little cabinet she's got here, pull out garbage cabinet. She does a really good website. She's got all kinds of drawings and dimensions, really specific, good, simple techniques for a beginning woodworker. It's really geared towards a beginning woodworker. She does a lot of furniture pieces, some small pieces, but it's a good resource. Okay. What I like about her website too, she has a shopping list for every one of her projects. All right. So for this project right here, we have a shopping list. All right. And she uses common board sizes. All right. So this is going to be our example, all right, to look up prices. All right. So let's look at the first one here. We've got two pieces of 1 by 12 at 6 feet long. Okay. So let's go back to that Home Depot page. First thing let's type in 1 by 12. Okay. Just let's see what we get if we just type in 1 by 12. All right. All right. We got 43 results here. Okay. Right here, we've got 1 by 12 by 6 foot premium kiln dried whitewood common board. Okay. That's a pine or a pine related type project board. We got a 1 by 12 by 4. Okay. I'm just going to go back here. So we need one that's 6 feet long. Okay. So that's actually kind of perfect right here. We got a 1 by 12 at 6 feet long. All right. And the price is $18.79. So if we were figuring out our prices, we'd write that price down for that piece of wood. All right. And now we know what that piece of wood cost us. All right. That one was pretty easy. Okay. It's not always that easy. The first thing that comes up isn't always what we need. All right. So let's take a look at the next piece on the shopping list. All right. And here we need 1 by 3s at 6 feet long. Okay. And then keep in mind there's two here also. We have our 1 by 12, there was two pieces. So that price, $18.79, we have to multiply by 2 because we need two pieces. All right. So for our next piece, 1 by 3 at 6 foot long. Let's go back over here. Let's just type in 1 by 3. Let's see what comes up. 1 by 3 here. It's a 1 by 3 by 8 foot. 1 by 3 by 8 foot. We have all these 1 by 3 by 8 foot. Okay, we're gonna scroll down a little bit. 1 by 3 by 8 foot. All right, here we found it. 1 by 3 by 6 foot select pine board. Little different species of wood there. Okay, but it gives you an idea of the price. Right next to it, we've got a 1 by 3 6 foot common board. All right, that price is a little bit cheaper, not a huge price difference there, but either one of those is acceptable. Okay, we can scroll down a little bit more, um, probably getting further away from what we need. Okay, but that gives you an idea of how to look up the price of that 1 by 3. All right, so we can write down the price, either the select pine or the common board, write down that price, and we'd have to multiply it by 3 because we multiply it by 2 because we're going to need two pieces here. Right, two pieces at 6 feet long. So we'll write that down and we'll know how much that costs. All right, next one, 1 by 2 by 4 feet long. Okay, so we may find a 4 foot long, but we need two of them. Okay, so two pieces at 4 foot long would be 8 feet total. Okay, it's going to be easier to find an 8 foot long piece. That's a really standard size. A lot of the sizes that are going to come up are going to be 8 foot long. It's going to be a little tricky to find a piece that's 4 foot long, but we'll put in 1x2. All right, we'll see what comes up. All right, like I said here, 1x2 by 8 foot comes up, 1x2 by 8 foot, 1x2 by 8 foot. Okay, all these are acceptable. We got a 6 foot here. Okay, but we only needed a 4 foot, but we needed 2 of them. So 8 foot is going to be the way to go here. Okay, so we can pick. You got the Select Pine board, which is the better quality board, right? No knots or anything in there. All right, here we have a common board. It might have some knots, right? A little cheaper. All right, 1x2 by 8. So in this case, we don't have to multiply by 2. We're just going to use an 8 foot board, and it'll be $3.21. That's all we would need. Okay. I'll show you a little trick here too with this. If we were looking for a piece, we could do 1x2, and if you see here, it's like 1x2 by 8, which means let me look for a 1x2 by 8 foot board, and that can refine your search also. All right, and that brings up basically the same results. But if you want to plug in some numbers or plug in something different, let's plug in 6 and just see what that comes up with. Let's see if we can have 1x2 by 6. Yeah, we have a 1x2 by 6 here. All right. In this case, they wanted a 1x2 by 4, which I don't think they have, but let's just see what comes up when I put in a 1x2 by 4. All right. Yeah, it doesn't have it. It's just coming up a 1x2 by 8, 1x2 by 8. All right. It's not really giving us what we want. So you have to kind of think about it, think about the pieces that you have. If you don't see exactly what you want right away, you may have to buy something that's a little bit bigger. You may have to add the linear feet together and get something there, but usually comes up right away what you need. All right, so let's move on. All right, she's got listed here one piece of 1/4 inch plywood or similar, so kind of giving you a choice of whatever you can get here. And that piece is going to be 24 inches by 14 1/4. Okay, so that's pretty specific as far as a size. That's not really a common size or a standard size that they would carry in Home Depot. If you guys remember in the video, I showed you the smaller pieces of plywood that were cut. Most of those pieces of plywood are either 2 foot by 2 foot or 2 foot by 4 foot. Okay, so we have 24 inches, which is 2 foot here, and this is less than 24 inches. So we can get this piece right here out of a 2 foot by 2 foot piece of plywood. All right, so we're going to go in and we're going to type in 1/4 inch plywood. Let's see what comes up. All right, that's kind of vague. Just 1/4 inch plywood is going to give us a lot of hits. Okay, all right, so right off the bat we have 1/4 inch plywood common, but it's a 4 foot by 8 foot sheet. That's really big. It's way more than we need. It's more expensive. All right, I'm going to move on over here. You have 4 foot by 8 foot sheet, pretty expensive. All right, this gets a little cheaper. It's a little lower grade. It's got some knots in it. But this piece right here, if we look, it's a 2 foot by 4 foot piece. It's twice the amount we need. Okay, so let's keep looking. It's really not exactly what we need. All right, look what we got here. All right, sanded plywood common 2 by 2 foot piece. Okay, a lot cheaper, right? About half the price. That would be what we needed. Okay, but say you didn't like this option here with the knotty wood. If you wanted to look for something else, okay, we can keep looking for something else. Keep scrolling down. We got 4 foot by 4 foot pieces. All right. Okay, that's MDF. That's a man-made product. All right, so we're not really finding what we want here too much. Come down a little further. All right, so let's do this. Let's go back up to our search engine here. Let's be more specific, okay? 1/4 inch plywood, and I'm gonna put in 2 by 2, meaning 2 foot by 2 foot, and let's see if that helps us out, what we're looking for. All right, okay, here we go. 1/4 inch, 2 foot by 2 foot, all right? That's a really good quality maple, all right? That's, and then here we have the one that's a little cheaper, lower grade one. This one's a little more pricey. This one's a little cheaper here, 1/4 inch, 2 foot by 2 foot poplar. Okay, still pretty good. All right, but that's what we're looking for. We're looking for a 1/4 inch sheet of plywood, 2 foot by 2 foot. It gives us what we need without a lot extra. We're not spending a lot of money on stuff we're not going to use. It's a lot easier to handle. If you're just in a car, 2 foot by 2 foot piece of plywood, a lot easier to transport. All right, we got some more options down here. Things get a little more expensive. You got cherry plywood, get some mahogany. So these are some different hardwoods, okay? If you wanted to get fancy with what you wanted, these things are also options here, obviously higher prices, okay? All right, so that would be plywood. And just for an example, if you wanted to just change that to a 3/4 inch, if you need 3/4 inch plywood, change that to 3/4 up here at the top. Let's see what comes up. 3/4 inch 2 by 2 plywood. All right, 3/4 inch here, 2 by 2 plywood. That's what we, if that's what we needed, then we can put that in. Okay, different prices. All right, so whatever kind of dimensions you need, just type them into the search engine, see what comes up, poke around. Chances are it's going to come up really quick. Then you write down the price and keep a note of it. All right, different sizes. If I wanted a 2 foot by 4 foot, plug that in. You have to have an idea how much plywood you need. If it's on your shopping list, great, that's easy. If not, you have to kind of draw it out, figure out what it's going to fit on, the smallest piece you could fit on it, and then try to figure out what you need. All right. All right, so second option I want to go with here, something else I want to show you. What if I wanted to get a little bit fancy, a little bit more high end on my cabinet here, and I want to use some good quality hardwoods or better quality materials? Okay, better quality materials for the most part are going to be sold by the foot. You may find them in pre-cut lengths, but that's not that common in most stores. If you remember from the video walking around Home Depot, I showed you in Home Depot the hardwoods, which were red oak, poplar, and maple, were sold by the foot. They were random lengths. You had to cut them to the size that you wanted, or just buy the whole piece, whatever was there. But you can just buy 2 foot, 3 foot, 4 foot, whatever you need of the different common wood sizes there. So if for some reason you wanted to do that, I'm actually going to make you figure that out too in your assignment for today. But I want to show you that example too. If you want to figure out the price here, say of you got your 1x3s at 6 feet long. Okay, so if we figure out the price of the 1x3 per foot, we know we need 2 at 6 foot long. That's 12 foot. We just multiply that price out for that. All right, so let's look this up and let's use maple as an example. We're going to look up our price for the 1x3. All right, so let's just look up 1x3 and just look up maple. I'm going to type that in and let's see what comes up for us here. All right, 1x3 maple. Right away, we got 1x3 by 8 foot, 2-pack. We don't need that much, and it's a lot of money. Okay, 1x3, 2 foot, 5-pack. Don't need that either. It's a lot of money. All right. Oh, here's what we need: 1x3, random length. Okay, and it's sold. If you can see it right here, it's sold by the foot. Okay, it's $1.68 per foot. So we would take $1.68. We need 12 feet. We multiply it by 12, and that would be our price for that one piece of wood that we need, or actually the 2 pieces of wood that we need for here. Okay, so that would be for maple if we wanted to figure out the price for maple. All right, let's look again here. 1x2 at 4 feet long. All right, Let's just do 1x2 maple. See what comes up. Right. All right. Again, they give you these pre-cut packs we don't need. Really expensive. All right. Here we go. Come down here. We search. Takes a little looking around sometimes, so just scroll down. But we got price per foot here. $1 per foot. Maple board, 1 inch by 2 inch. Okay. We'd have to cut that out. Cut it ourselves, figure out what we need, but we needed 2 pieces at 4 foot. That would be 8 foot of it. That's real easy. That's $8. Okay. That would be $8 worth of maple there that we would need. All right. And let's check out the plywood too. So what do we want to do? If we want to match the plywood or use a better quality plywood, all right, let's go and type in our 1/4 inch plywood here. 1/4 inch maple plywood. All right. All right. Right here, 1/4 inch 2x4 foot pre-finished maple project panel. Okay. That's more than what we need. We needed a 2 foot by 2 foot piece. So let's poke down a little bit, see what else we got. We got 2 foot by 8 foot. That's a whole sheet. That's a lot of money. All right. Doesn't really have it here. Let's be a little more specific about what we need. 2 by 2. All right, great. Right here. This is what we need. 1/4 inch, 2 foot by 2 foot, pre-finished maple project panel. What it means by pre-finished is it's going to have a little bit of a polyurethane usually on it, a little bit of clear coat. Usually use that for the back of cabinets or the back of bookshelves. But that would be right here, $9.49. This one's not pre-finished, so this one's cheaper. So this would probably be a better choice because if we need to stain it or anything, we don't want to finish on it. Okay, this is a better choice for us. 1/4 inch by 2 foot by 2 foot, and it's cheaper price too. Okay, so that would be how to price out better materials for our project. All right, and we would write all those down, and we're going to compare the price between some cheaper materials and some more expensive materials and see if it's worth it. All right, hope you guys got something out of this video. Next, I'll explain the assignment in the next screencast for today. Okay, everybody, and now for the assignment. Hope you enjoyed the screencast. All right, so this will be the assignment here for 3/19, March 19th, remote learning assignment. This assignment will be posted on the Google Classroom classwork page. This will be right next to the video you just watched. Okay, and this is a separate document. Everybody will have their own copy. This is the day before we did. Okay, so we're going to calculate the prices of the wood we need for our individual projects. So to do this, okay, I would suggest you go back to your assignment from yesterday. Hopefully you did it. All right, and this you should have had your shopping list down here and turn that in for what your project is. Okay, this is my example. Do not use my example, okay? But this is my shopping list here. The thing I would suggest to you is just let's copy it. Control C to copy that. I'm going to bring this back over here to my new assignment here. I'm just going to type it in down here. I'm going to just paste it, okay? Just so I have it here. Okay, so part A, all right? Copy your shopping list created from step 5 to below, which is what we just did, okay? The 318 assignment. Then use the techniques demonstrated in today's screencast to determine the cost of each piece of wood you will need for your project by looking up prices on Home Depot. Add all the costs to get your total price, okay? So just from the video, take these items, look them up, find what you need, okay? Write down the prices for each piece, each common size, whatever your project needs. Get those prices. Make sure you multiply. If you need 4 pieces of something, make sure you multiply it all out. Get your totals, total numbers correct. Okay, and then you're going to get your price. That's for part A. All right, just add those pieces together. If you need help on that, go back to the video, see what I did. All right, it's pretty straightforward. Calculate the prices. All right, for part B, we're going to do my second example. We're going to use, what if we wanted to use maple as a better material or better piece of wood, okay, and do the same calculations, okay, using maple, but you're going to need to do it by the foot. So you will have to calculate your linear feet, all right? So part B, calculate the total linear feet of each common board size you have in your shopping list. Okay, see the example. They let you know what it is here. Again, use homedepot.com to calculate the price of your shopping list as if you're going to use maple as your choice of wood. Again, add up all the costs to get your total price. Okay, so you'll do the exact same thing in step A, but the prices you're going to use are just going to be for maple. Okay, and again, don't use my example. You have to use your project. Okay, and then what I want to see on part C is, what was the difference in cost? What was the difference in cost from part A to part B? Take your total prices and just subtract them. Tell me what the difference in price is. All right. And we want to kind of look at that and compare that and see how much of a difference there is between those types of materials. Okay. Again, guys, if you need help, email me. I'll be next to my computer. I should answer you relatively quickly. All right. Check the video out. Make sure you don't skip watching the video, because I am going through Edpuzzle and I'm making sure you guys are watching the video. Don't forget to submit this assignment, okay? Each one of you has your own copy. You're going to be doing your own work. You're going to show all your work down here when you do your copy, all right? And then you're going to, in your upper right-hand corner, you're going to have a submit button, okay? You got to submit that back to me so I can grade it, okay? So this will be the assignment for 319. Hope everybody's doing great. I'm okay over here. We're all good so far. A little crazy in the house, but I'm sure everybody is, all right? So let's get this assignment done. And this is pretty much the last step in our project so far, all right? You guys take care. Talk to you later.